Hey friends, I am back and it's gonna be a little bit of a, I guess, impromptu. It's not like impromptu stream, but it's just a little bit, I guess, less prepared. Not that I do a lot of preparing usually, but yeah. Hey, Jotaro, Kujo. Hope I didn't butcher that. How are you doing? I gotta pop out my stream before I forget. Um, yeah, so no music today because I have a claim on my last video for a public domain song that was my own performance, but I always got those grubby music people coming by and claiming them. So I have to go through YouTube's library. I was trying to do that earlier today and I kind of ran out of time. But yeah, I've just gotten one last little thing ready here and then I'll start. Hey Friday, how are you? Hey, aprenda con punto turismo rondeo. How are you doing? Hey Rubu, how are you? Hope everyone's having a wonderful day and enjoying their weekend. Okay, just double checking my framing. I know it's always a little bit of a preparation. Yeah, so I was going to work on some other art for that game project I'm working on, and I just didn't get it really done, so I kind of delved into finding some sketches. So I'm just kind of working on this random sketch I had for today. Pronounced it correctly, alright. That's good to hear. Yeah, and I'm back in my really squeaky chair, because the other one was starting to scare me. It was like leaning back weirdly. I didn't want to fall. So, instead of music, you guys get to hear all the random loud squeaks of my super squeaky chair. I don't know why it makes so much noise, but it does. Relaxing, working on an Alice in Wonderland beat. Alright, that sounds awesome. Nothing like Alice in Wonderland to get a little inspiration from. The bizarre and interesting world. Game project with James. Yeah, I've been trying to. I know he wants me to make some sprites and stuff. I've been trying to develop characters. The story's kind of like we had a story going and then it got changed a little bit by him, and I don't know. Like it must be because like programming limitations or something. So we got to talk about it anyways. So I've been trying to finish up designing the characters, but I haven't really done the sprite stuff. I don't know if I'll do that here. Maybe I was thinking about doing like sprite work on my Twitch because it's like really kind of boring stuff. But I don't know. We're getting one coming on Twitch anyways. Yeah, it's fun. I agree. Such an interesting story that's lasted. Something about classic literature. It's kind of like classical music, or not even like classical music, but like music from the period. I gotta get my paths up and make sure I save them before I forget. I kind of like I don't know, make it through time because they're so engaging. Yeah, I was ranting about Twilight actually the other day about because they're the ones. It was the Twilight soundtrack that tried to claim my stream because I had Debussy's Claire de Lune. It's just like a random background track. And this is, like, to be clear, I put this in one note at a time painstakingly in GarageBand, so it counts as my own performance. But I guess the soulless computer version triggered their algorithm into thinking it was their version, so they claimed it and they put ads on it. Even though I'm not monetized, that always really annoys me because they're just doing it for the money. So I don't know how. I don't remember what that where I was going with that. So I'll move on. You feel like Hannibal when I cook and listen to classical music. I was trying to read the Hannibal Rising. I can't remember which book title it was the other day. That's such a dark series. I'm okay with dark series, but I don't know. I think the original Hannibal books were a lot like better written or something. Maybe it's like the sophomore slump kind of thing where you spend all this time working on your masterpiece, and then when you have to do like a sequel or continue it or whatever, you don't have like the same like refined years of ideas. So the movies are good. I like nothing like the classic Anthony Hopkins version. I haven't watched them in a while though. Maybe they haven't aged as well. Maybe it's just when I was like a younger kid. I was like, yeah, awesome movie. Hey Mexicano, how are you? Hope you're having a great weekend. And I'm gonna flip this and squeeze it in here. Do my usual little art cheats. Move this down a bit so it fits a little more comfortably. And I do want to have this blocked by the bridge of the nose. Ever wondered what human tasted like? I assume it tastes like prions. Or is it pyrons? Prions? Whatever those mad cow disease things are. I think cannibals do get those and then they die. Beyond the ethical stuff. I don't think I could eat a human. I have a hard enough time eating regular meat. But I guess if it's a Donna Reed situation, you never know. You can say what you want. You never know how it's going to end up for you. Has anyone ever read into that Donna Reed? It's like an American famous cannibal story. They got kind of tricked into coming down like this way with their animals and stuff. And they got stuck in the middle of winter and oof, it was horrible. And that's why you never trust Apple Maps. Not the period piece Apple Maps. It's actually connected to a story with, what was that guy's name? Glass? He's the one they made the Revenant movie off of. Guess there was a trickster that I wanted them to go to his settlement so he could make money off of them, but then he just ended up killing off a bunch of them. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I like how we've evolved into cannibal talk. You never know how these live streams are gonna go. I'm not trying to make light of it. I know I laugh a lot. I know it's serious. It's a pretty sad story, actually. And then everyone always remembers Donner, but it was kind of Reed's whole thing, too. Yeah. Apparently it tastes like pork. Kind of want to try. I'll tell you first when I do. I don't even have a response to that. I doubt it actually tastes like pork. Although humans and pigs can share some similarities. It's just gonna taste like some gross stringy meat. Unless you're eating like young people. This is getting weird. Has anyone ever seen Snowpiercer? I think that's the guy who did Parasite's movie too. He just recently won the Oscar for Parasite, which I haven't seen. I've heard it was good. I'm always kind of interested in those films, but I also am like weary because South Korean films are like dark as heck. So you gotta be kind of like mentally prepared for them. I don't know. Alright. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna stick with this outfit 100%. This was like a sketch I did a while ago. First of all, let me get this. So it's its own little layer, own little thing there, and then I can have that be its own little thing too. Oops, I don't want that to connect. What am I doing? I'm erasing too much. I bring this down there, and then I think this should actually start a little bit lower. There we go. Awkward. Yep. What is a good horror story or whatever book that you guys have read? I'm not really much into horror stories for whatever reason. Let's have this actually be a hymn. But Watership Down. this is not. It's not a non sequitur. When I was little, that book has something known as the Black Rabbit, which is sort of a allegory for death, I guess. And that kind of creeped me out because there's like this scene. What is the main character's name? I can't remember. Where the main rabbit is. No, I think it's like they keep telling like these fable stories. I gotta think on this, where they have like I don't know, like stories they tell, like cultural stories of this other guy, and he's kind of like a star. And there's a part where he's like walking in this cave area with his friend, and he turns and he just like gets this chill, and he sees that it's the black rabbit walking next to him. And I'm not like setting this up perfect, but that scene creeped me out as a kid. I was like, oof, that creepy idea that you're just walking along with your friend and you turn and you realize that the embodiment of death has just been chilling out next to you, and you're like, oh, hey, gaming firefighter, how are you? Just talking about Watership Down. Probably, we were just talking about cannibalism, so it's a little bit of an all over topic. There was a movie called Book of Eli? I don't remember it now. With Denzel Washington, that had cannibals in it, and they said they would get the shakes. And that was probably the pyrons. Pyrons? I can't remember if it's pyrons or prions. Those weird like protein things causing them. I think it's explained in the movie that they get the shakes because they're consuming meat that's causing like an autoimmune system disorder, because you know it's humans and then they're made out of the same kind of makeup. I don't know if that's true or not. It's just interesting to think about, I suppose. You good? I'm good. I'm having a much better day than yesterday, so I'm in good spirits about that. I had like a family thing I had to do, and then I had like a migraine, and I was like rolling around in the dark wishing it would go away, and I was like, how? But today I woke up and I was like, all right, pain free, and I'm ready to go. I really complain a lot in these streams, but honestly my life is not that bad. I don't want to put it out. I guess it was Watership Down, Book of Eli. Yes, that's what it is. There was like another movie, terrible movie I watched, Book of something. I didn't want to get it confused. Rabbit, that would be the most adorable version of death. Are you still here Friday, still working on your music? You watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one, and it's weird. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen the one from the 70s. Definitely a strange story. It's a good classic, I guess. I think it's based off of some real serial killer, but I couldn't tell you. Maybe like not Ed Gaines. The guy who like lived by himself and his mom died, and then he was like killing women or something. This is really dark. My sister's really into those like serial killer, Ted Bundy kind of, stories. And I listen to them sometimes, like, but I don't know, they get to me. A little bit too dark. I get too attached to like the victims, and I get mad. But every once in a while, it's interesting to hear about that. I guess just kind of see the darker side of humanity and how people are able to, stop those kind of guys and girls. You're reading The Ghost in the Taquito Inn. Oh, hey, Broken Legend. I've never heard of that. I think I missed your first message. Sorry. How are you doing? I've never heard of Ghost in the Taquito Inn. Is it like I would assume it's a horror story. Unless it's like a funny, like, little ghost comedy. You never know. How are you enjoying it so far? I keep wanting to get more. I used to read more books. And then I was, like, listening to audiobooks, but I can only listen to the free ones. And there's only so many of those before they get to, like, the weird ones. I keep thinking I should rent more books, though, from the library. I wonder if they have audiobooks in the library. You gave me an idea, Death Rabbit. Yeah, that Watership Down is like a classic. It's weird, I went on a kick a while ago rereading all my childhood books, like things that I really liked when I was in high school and stuff and had to read them, and for the most part, most of them held up. The Lord of the Flies, I think I liked more in high school, and I read it as an adult, and I was just like not so, I don't know, entranced by it. That's like the one. Pretty much everything else. I read, trying to remember the list, Catcher in the Rye, and I read that, and I started thinking, like, why did I like this? Because it had such a weird beginning. I think I've already mentioned this during a live stream, though. I feel like I talked about this with someone. And the one I didn't reread was A Separate Piece. I don't know if I'll reread that one because it's a sad one. Oh, squeaky chair as I move around. The book sounds like a horror story, but it's a mystery story set in the samurai era of Japan. That sounds really cool. I haven't read it, but I'll check it out sometime. I should add it to my list. Alright. I used to watch Samurai Shampoo. That was like a weird, like, modernization of the classic samurais. Random thought, I guess. I do like mysteries. I like, if they're not, like, really obvious, because, like, the ones written for television are, like, by the number scripted kind of things. But, if you're reading, like, a really good mystery and you don't put it together, then you're like, oh, yeah, it's cool. It's, like, exciting. You have these like aha moments. Guess I didn't draw any hands for this. Actually, I guess I have like a little belt thing going here for her. It's weird coming back to a sketch. Like when you draw your sketches, you remember exactly what everything is, and then you come back to them. I don't know how long this was started, a little while ago. And you're like, I wonder what I was thinking when doing this. I wonder what this is supposed to be. Yeah, it's hard to get into reading nowadays, though. I was thinking about that. I tried to reread the Harry Potter series. I really liked them as a kid. I don't know if it's like J.K. Rowling messing around on Twitter, or I just don't really have much of an interest in it anymore. I couldn't really get into them. It's too bad. Hey, Steven Arrest, how are you? Happy weekend to you too. I hope everyone's having a good one. It's actually snowing here, which I was kind of hoping winter would be over, but that's okay. Hopefully everyone else is having better weather. Let's have this here. go in like there's a little tiny wrinkle. Get this fabric band here. I guess the idea behind this is it helps keep it on the arm, because if it's just loose, it's gonna be falling off. I used to love fancy sleeves when I was little. I had like a ruffle kind of thing that I would wear to school. I probably don't like them as much now, because I understand like the burdensome. You can't push up your sleeves or whatever. Is that it for her? Let me zoom in and give her ear just a tiny bit of detail. Because right now it looks a little bit not right. I don't know. Alright, here we go. Am I missing anything? Everything looks pretty much like it's pinned in. Yeah, I think so. Alright, let's make a new layer. I'm gonna go in real quick, see if there's any little pieces like here where I didn't match it up to the lines. Makes it a little bit easier when you color it. You don't have to go in and connect the little lines you missed. I don't know what this little place is a mess. I fix that, give this a line there. Yeah, that'll work, I think. Alright, lines all connected here. Looks like, hopefully I'm not missing any. And that looks good there, I think. And whoops, went too fast. And yeah, I guess that's okay. I think this should have a little bit more, I don't know, something like that. This shoe doesn't look right. I think I need to add like a heel or whatever under it. I do that like this, maybe. Let me, my computer's not responding very fast. There's like lag. Hey, Ali, how are you doing? Oh, you heard the Sonic movie is good. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'd like to see, people keep saying that it's like a good traditional performance of like Jim Carrey back when he was wacky. I'd be interested in seeing it. I had a Sonic pinball game on my, what's that called, a Sega, and I played the crud out of it. I loved that game as a kid. But I don't think I ever played any traditional Sonic games, which is a shame, because I bet they were fun. I bet you if you go into the, oops, I guess I did this one wrong. I went to take this at size 4 pixels, stroke path without simulated pressure, go up 1, stroke path with simulated pressure, just have a very slight line variation. Yeah, and then we're ready to start coloring it. Let's pick a background color. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see. Like a purple maybe? I think I need some kind of a detailing line actually here that I missed. Let's just add a collarbone in. Oops, if I can get this. Gotta get this lined up right. There we go. Hey, Egyptian Gamer Geek, how are you? Jim Carrey is a legend actor with his humor. Just wanted to say hi, but it's really late where you're at right now. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. I know I've been busy the last couple weeks, so Haven't been keeping up as much. Alright, let's see. What color should I make her jacket? Let's give it like a dark gray. And we'll make this part more like a white. Maybe like a little bit of beige, a little tiny bit of yellow in there. 3 a.m. Oops, that's like more like a green. Let's make it a little bit of red. It'll look a little bit better. You should be sleeping. You don't know if you'll be live tomorrow. I'm gonna try to, like, I've had just like crazy, it's been like a month of craziness. So I'm gonna try to get back to my usual schedule. It's a little bit weird, like stepping in after I've been kind of bouncing around in the chat and the outside of YouTube for a while. I'm looking forward to it. I have a lot of videos I kept marking that I was gonna catch up with. I've been trying to keep like with the current ones mostly, but there's some in the past too. It's gonna be an interesting couple of days of catch up. What color hair? Let's see. Give her like something fun. Let's give her blue hair. Why not? Why not? Just a random artwork. Give her some like electric blue. I guess electric would be more here. There we go. She looks like I won't say anything insulting. Let's get these trim colors in. What should the trim colors be? Maybe something to go with the background blue. We'll have like a dark purple, and we gotta have some socks. We'll give a light purple pink too. Give her a little color. Maybe that blends in with the back too much. That's okay. I might change the background color. And her shoes will be, just grab that a little bit there. I guess we'll just steal that purple. So let's take a look. That's her base color. Oh yeah, I started to say, I hope if you're live, I catch you at your next live. I don't know if have I ever caught any of your live ones? I have to like sit at my computer and leave my like email open. That's how I get my notifications. So I miss a lot of stuff. Sometimes I'm just sleeping too. Alright, let me grab my, where did my stylus go? Here it is. And I'll start filling in some of these spaced out areas. But yeah, if anyone watching wants to see some great shots of Egypt, Egyptian Gamer Geek went there for, I think it was several weeks to a month. He got a lot of great shots of all the fun things to see in Egypt. He's got, yeah, they're nicely edited and everything. I'm always jealous of people's editing styles. I don't have the patience for editing. Maybe I'm just a boring person. All my stuff is too boring to go through. I don't know. I always want to do more than I can actually do with my edits. And that's always kind of like depressing too. Give her the blue eyes too. I was on your Tomb Raider live and your AC Origins back in 2018. I gotta get back to it. That's on your Tomb Raider. I do try to, like, if I see people live, I do try to click, but I don't always see the messages in time. And sometimes I just am not at home. The drawing looks sexy cute. Thank you. Jealous? You ain't jealous? No, I'm saying I'm jealous of your editing styles, because I always think people are really good editors, movie editors, and I'm not. I'm not good at it. Well, hey. Sorry, I got distracted by something my computer was saying. How's it going, Lenata? How are you? Hope you're having a good day. Sorry about your account still causing you problems. That's so ridiculous. People always say, like, you know, this or this is broken in YouTube, but they definitely don't seem to bother to fix anything unless it's something that's going to cost them money. So I guess they don't care if certain people's accounts can't chat live and stuff. Like this music claiming thing. Everyone says that's a broken system, but I don't think they care as long as they're still making money. Maybe I'm cynical. It's very possible. Jedi Fallen Order was a great game. Yeah, I was watching your stream for... I was probably only watched about 15 minutes of it, but I was trying to watch some of it. And it looked like a good game from what I saw. I'm always impressed with how far graphics have come. It's so realistic, the environments and stuff. Alright, oops, I missed a little tiny bit of skin here. Let me just grab that with my mouse. And then we'll come in, what should we... This is very similar colored. That's okay. Let's make the background a little darker so she can stand out a bit more from it. And I usually try to start with the biggest block of color, so to say, when I'm highlighting it. I mean, shading it. So I'll start with this. Get some shades in here. I've been trying to get in touch, not get in touch, but get on to Russ Mix's stream. He's been trying to get me on for a couple weeks. It's been a crazy couple weeks. I put out last Saturday, I think. I scheduled it in and I canceled some plans and stuff. And I was there waiting, and then I realized that he had already streamed on that Friday, because he had said Saturday, but it's like Friday for me. And I didn't calculate it right, so then I felt bad. So maybe one day I'll get back on that too. I know I think he wants to do some kind of thing like art challenge or something. I'm not really sure. I haven't seen him around as much. I mean, I know I haven't been around as much either. I do try to like come on if nothing else for my weekly stream, but hopefully he'll get back into it because he used to have these fun live streams. There were more epic parts after 15 minutes near the end. Yeah, I have it like saved so I can go back to it, but I don't remember if I commented or not. I've been trying to like comment even if I haven't finished the videos and stuff, make sure, because I used to do this thing where I wouldn't comment until I've totally finished the videos, and then sometimes I would like get back to it much later and I'd feel weird about leaving a comment. So now I've just started commenting. I watched several videos this morning. I watched all of the ones I missed this week from Lenata. I watched some, I don't know, just a ton of them. Put them on usually while I'm working and I was folding laundry. I had some going and etc, etc. Alright, does that look good for shading? Let's get these inner parts shaded. If I can grab the paths a little bit better. Yeah, I have, I don't know, I'm hoping now that, like, I keep thinking that my crazy schedule's gonna change, but I really do think it is now, so I want to get in. The first video I want to make, hopefully is gonna be like a, like an art recommendation video, because I started one forever ago. I never finished it. I know some people have made like art for me I wanted to include. And then after that I'll probably start looking more into it. I know some people have made requests and stuff. It's just be good to get back into that kind of stuff. It's like, you know, a little bit of my hobby, and I'll work through all my stress with it. Okay. She kind of looks like, yeah, I think it'll work. Let's get this in next. Take a quick sip of my tea. I'm gonna peek outside, see if it's still snowing. It is. I don't want to shovel anymore. I'm done with winter. It's over. I'm calling it. No more winter. As long as it doesn't get really cold, that's the worst part. Let's put some shade under the belt here. Put some in the crevice of this thing, this wrinkle here. Put them here. And here. Yeah. I was also thinking of doing some, like, for a while I've been wanting to do like those I tried blah blah blah's tutorial videos, because I think it works in two favors. One, you get to try kind of different methods of art, like Ross Draw or Bob Ross. I just realized they both have Ross in their name, and that tripped me up a bit. Yeah, like they're kind of tutorial videos, so it helps one with you get to try new things and learn new techniques and stuff, and also it's just kind of like a fun video to do and share. So I've been wanting to do those forever too. You haven't requested anything, do I know, about Monster Hunter World? I don't know. Are you saying you have requested something? You haven't. I have a like a list that I haven't looked at in a while, but I was keeping people's requests on. I don't know if you have a request on there or not. Let's see. Let me grab this with the select color range. Yeah, a little bit easier. Easier way to color, pick it up when you've got all these little bitsies colored. I don't know what I'm talking about. I was going through YouTube audio library to get some music today, and I put a bunch of like dance electronic ones in, and then I was trying to like listen to them while hearing, like I'd put them on while listening to a YouTube video just to see how well they would do in the background. And they were all kind of like distracting, and then if you turned it down like too low you couldn't hear it. So I don't know if I'll use them. It would have taken too long to render a video. But I think people are sick of the like classical music. So I have to come up with something. YouTube always throws me for a loop. I'm so tired of like, I'm not even monetized and I have to put all these like claim disputes in. It drives me nuts. Still here, getting sleepy, sleeping a bit. That's when the classical music would be good, is people come on and they can go to sleep while they watch my live streams. If you knew, I would have requested. Also, the art looks like a character in the game. Oh, does it? What was it? Monster Hunter World? I don't think maybe I'd recognize it. Is it like an anime or something? I just don't know it off the top of my head. Maybe I would recognize it with some context. I really want to have a comic about me and Cleopatra. I know, I was really upset because I haven't put up videos in forever, and I recorded this thing for Egyptian Gamer Geek. He wanted like a drawing of him kind of conquering the world with Cleopatra, and I put a little scene out, like a two panel kind of thing, and the beginning was recorded fine, and the end had some recording issues, but the middle was just like gone. And for like 2 days I tried all the tricks on how to save it. It just would like still, and then like none of the programs would recognize it. It'd say it's corrupted file, so they wouldn't put it in, and I was trying my darndest. I've had something similar happen in the past, but never like this. I don't know what happened to it. And I went through my time machine, tried to pull out some old ones, just could not save it. So that was a bummer, but I finally accepted it. I gave him the art anyways, because obviously it was for him. I was just bummed I couldn't put in the little speed paint. I had even done a little commentary part with it. But that's how it is. I keep thinking I'll make like another little thing for him. Maybe I'll add that to my list. No, I mean, there's an anime, but it's primarily a game. Maybe you'd enjoy it or not. I don't know. I've never heard of it. I'll have to look into it. Hey, comics, how are you? Hope you're having a good weekend. Enjoying it. I was just telling people it's snowing where I am, and I don't want the snow anymore. Snow is exciting in like October, and then by, I don't know, the middle of October, you're like, I'm done with this. It was just starting to melt off too, so we had like all these mud puddles around here that I was dodging. Now I'll have more mud puddles to dodge. Alright, I think that'll be good. Let me pick up some shades for this. It wasn't me conquering the world, it was me and her as king and queen of Egypt. Yeah, I didn't mean conquering the world, I meant conquering Egypt and ruling over Egypt. I don't know what I said. But yeah, you're the new pharaohs. And you were ruling together at the end. My weekend is great. Hope the same for you. Thanks. It's going pretty good so far. I woke up in a really good mood today. I've been trying to keep that mood going. I've been kind of like self-pitying lately. There's no point in it, but you know, you get to those points where you're like, man. But now I'm more spirited. All right, 35, and we'll do 15, and we'll do the darker shade as 4. There we go. All right, we got her hair and her outfit and her skin. Oh, I messed up on her keeping her legs. That's okay. I'll go back to that. Let's do her hair first. Did I say her hair? I meant skin. I don't know what I've said. I've gotten lost. That's okay. Let's get some shade on the skin here. I see the little area there I've messed up. I'll go back and fix that. She kind of looks like Sailor Mercury. Maybe it's the hair because I made it blue. I don't even remember what this original sketch was for. It might have been for like an actual project or character development. It's nice to go in and finish things at least. Let's see. Get this here. Let's have this be broken right there. I wonder if, like, I guess they don't really do 2D animation anymore in movie studios, but I wonder if they still do like cell shading. I watched Klaus on Netflix, and that was 2D, but it had something to do with like a computer animated deal. I don't know. It's the closest I've seen to like 2D animated film in a while. I'm sure I've already talked about that too. I'm a boring record. I gotta admit, not a lot of exciting things new happened in my life. So I just talk about the same stuff. I'm like, hey guys, have you heard about tea? I drink it. Every live stream. Let's get some streaks in here. Just a few little detailing points. We'll do the 35, and then we'll do the 4. We'll skip that medium one. And yeah, let's get the color purple shaded. Yeah, we got the shoes too. Sorry, I'm zooming around. I know that makes some people feel sick. I'll try to be good about it. There we go. It sucks how you lost the vid. It's like the Romans got jealous and used their powers to hijack. Probably because Mark Anthony is jealous. It's probably Mark Anthony's ghost. He's like, how dare you? He came in. He knocked it out. It's hacks, man. I'm believing it. Ghost hacks. Yeah, it was a bummer. I'll just have to make something else. I want to get like into high gear. I used to be more high gear about art. And I'm gonna get back into it. It's hard if you like casually do art as a hobby. Like I used to do it professionally and I would work on it every day and your skill like stays sharp and stuff. But if you do it like casually and you go back to it after not working on anything for like 2 weeks, it's like crazy. You're like, how do I make a circle? It deteriorates pretty quickly. Although sometimes that's kind of a good thing because then you can sort of break bad habits or whatever. Let's get these shoes in. Damn you, Mark. We'll have to do a seance. Purge him. He's probably in my computer still. Can't give up the old rule over Egypt. Alright, let's get these little highlight things. We're not going to do a blowout shading. We'll just do one color for a shading. Fill path 4. Just add that little tiny touch there. And then we just got to do her stockings. I think that's about it. And we'll do the detailing work. Oops, I just did that in the line layer. Yeah, I did. I don't want that in the line layer. Fill path 4. There we go. On the color layer. That's so true. You have to keep working at art or risk forgetting everything. Definitely, definitely. Hey, Easy Cooking and Tips, how are you doing? You can't do art anyway, but casually. I used to, I did like art for like storyboards and apps and stuff. And it was Alice in Wonderland was my first job. And I was still in school at the time, so I was crazy working, like doing my homework and stuff, and then I would like have to keep track of my hours for the game because I was paid by the hours. And I was drawing probably like constantly 30 hours a week. And it was crazy. My skills have gotten much better. Actually, I don't know if my skills have gotten better since then. I've gotten kind of lazy. That's it, but you know, you're constantly working like that, you definitely improve. Although you get these burnout moments too, and you start being really bad. You're back, Mexicano. Welcome back. Alright, let's get this last one in. 35, 15, and 4. There we go. Alright, so she's somewhat colored. Let's go in and add some detailing. I'm going to make a new layer. I always call it blush. It's like an old habit. Multiply. And let's blow this up and give her some shading. Oh, I got to fix something real quick. Let me fix this where it didn't grab the color right. And I can just add that in. No big deal. You don't really see this stuff when it's blown out. So if it's going to be zoomed in, then you have to worry about it. So I don't usually worry too much. I'm kind of sad I can't really upload vids. Kind of your laptop stopped. I was uploading a new vid and the laptop stopped. Oh, that's no fun. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully it's something that can be fixed. Let me get this hardness 0. Yeah. And just blow in some shading here. I just think that, I don't know, boosts your work if you got a nicely shaded eye. And we'll do a highlight layer too. And I might come back to this, but I can add like a little dot right here right now. And I'll go back to that blush. We pick her skin. I'm going to give her shoulders and her knees a blush too, since they're exposed. So let me blow this up. Rip 2012 to 2019, 2020. Oh, every time I turn it on, it shows a black screen and turns off by itself. This is the second time I had it since 2012. Mark Anthony did it? That cyber ghost. What is he doing? He's evolved into cyber ghosting. Oh, I'm really sorry about that. I hope it comes back. The black screen and the shutting off, I don't know. Is it like, what's the model of it? He's probably triggered or offended by the vid I made of him. He's been getting his revenge. Give her a tiny blush on her nose, and then we'll do the lips. I always like to just kind of paint them in really dark on top, less dark on bottom, like that. We'll go back to this highlight layer, which I actually want above that one. Give her like a little bit of a highlight on her lip. There we go, and let's give her a little highlight on her knees too. This one like that. Barely see it. It's still kind of fun. Alright, so we'll do some finishing touches, shall we? Well, like 8 years you have with your laptop. It's crazy. My computer's from 2011, but it's a desktop, so I don't know if that makes it more, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Rugged? Or not. They don't last forever though. They just seem to go like without warning too. It's a bummer. Alright, so I'm gonna give this a gradient. I'm gonna show a little bit more of a yellow color. I think this will look good. I get the proper gradient setting. Do I want it at the top or the bottom? I think the bottom looks better. And let's do the same to the jackets. Actually, let's just give the jacket a middle color, I mean a middle shading. So I'm gonna go in with overlay. My good old friend overlay. And I'm just gonna bump it like that, like right under the chest area and right around that belt. I can do the same on this dress area too. Just give it a little bit of a little more shading. And let's go into her hair while I have overlay. Let me select it so I don't have to worry about going outside of it. Oh, she looks like May Kanker, only super pretty. I don't know who May Kanker is. I have to look up all this stuff. I'm so out of the loop. Feel pity on me. I have no cultural significantly connected to it. I can't even speak. Can't do thumbnails or new banner or profile pic for vids and channel. That's such a bummer. You can't use your phone or anything? And let's give her some shading down here. And a little bit of highlight up here. Like that. And I always make my characters really pale. Lenata's probably sitting here looking like, why do they always look like vampires? I think it's okay. Yeah. Let's do some of the line coloring, and I think that's almost done. Go to normal, 100%, 100%. Yeah, okay, so we'll go with kind of a brown for this one. Kind of cut that edge down a bit. I'm just going to be messy when I zoom in. It won't be all clean, but I can go back and fix it later or something. My stuff isn't gone. It's all on external hard drives. Well, that's good. That's good. I back up my stuff as much as I can too, because I'm always I'm so bummed when I lose stuff. May Kanker is from Ed, Ed and Eddie. Oh, and she grew up and she grew into her looks. The Valentine's Day vid was made on my phone. Maybe make an Egyptian character. I'm the one stating outdated cartoon references. I used to watch Ed, Ed and Eddie. I thought that was a fun show. I always felt bad for, I can't remember now, the one with the hat. He didn't get enough credit. He was my favorite of them. Of course, I liked Eddie too. Someone from Wakanda. Maybe I'll do like a Egyptian, modern day Egyptian take, like, you know, you take fashion from ancient Egypt and make it modern. That'd be kind of a fun video. Let's see, I actually want this to be darker, I think, so we'll make it red but darker. Put that in there. What does it look like on the purple? Nah, I like it on the purple. Just add these final little finishing touches. We'll make the purple purple. Or maybe like a dark blue, so it's not that black. I don't know if it even comes across much. We'll have some of these purples in there like that. And then we'll do a dark red for the face. I'm just going to really pop this in to like emphasize it without doing it really. Get the legs in. Kind of just takes the harshness down of some of the line art. And we'll do a blue for the blue. So we'll get like maybe this dark blue. We'll cut down that harsh line and I'll just very blanketly put it in there. There we go. And we'll just do one final little outline, maybe something like just a black outline or something. Hey, Annalisa, how are you? Double D, that's right, Double D. That's the character's name. Egypt's gonna come on top of Wakanda. Are we having Egypt versus Wakanda? I made Anubis once, never uploaded on YouTube. You love those sleeves? Yeah, that would be really fun to wear, I think. So you have to wash your hands. Select, modify, expand, maybe by about 15. I gotta put a layer. Just give her something. Nah, that looks that looks weird. What if it's white? Yeah, white border. Why not? And we'll feather so it's not such a harsh line actually. And then we'll just cut this way down. It's like a little halo effect. Why not? Give her something and then do some overlay. You're doing pretty good. That's good. Rubitani, you should, I've meant to say, you should post more videos with your voice. You seemed self-conscious about it, but you sounded good. You should never feel self-conscious. Alright, let's see. It's gotta be overlay set, and maybe actually comes up from the bottom like that. Is that too much? I don't know. Let's go with the blue. Just kind of give it something else to, so it's not like this stagnant background color. Yeah, let's try like a yellow coming in from this side. It's always kind of like a shine light kind of thing. Yeah, it looks good. I'm going to cut it down. It's a little bit overbearing. And then we can do our usual little trick. A G, then I'm going to duplicate and make it flat, and then I'm going to flip vertical and give her like one of those, it's hard when their shoes don't line up, like their Let me just, actually I can just do it like this. Like they're being reflected. It's gonna make sense in a minute. Hopefully. Yeah. And then we're gonna put this down like that. And then erase it with yes, it's like fantasy art, like him yelling at his teenage son. That sounds cool. You should definitely upload it. Speaking of ancient Egypt and modern times, I'm kind of doing that film series, already planning the first trilogy and writing the first script slowly. It's kind of gonna be a teeny bit like Star Wars. That's cool, Egyptian Gamer Geek. I think you told me you were writing a story. I can't wait to see it. I'm always excited when people try to like write and stuff. Just kind of erase this so it's just blended a little bit. There we go. Now she's kind of standing on a surface. I gotta fix this one foot though. Actually, instead of doing that, let's warp it so I can match up that heel a little bit better. There we go. The cheesy thing. Everyone has that look. So warp it a little bit closer to the heel like that. There we go. Oh. You hate your voice, so I recorded it in the morning when it's gravelly and deep. I think it sounded good. Spoilers, Tut has a daughter that I sleep with and is my father. I don't know if I understand that. You sleep with his daughter, but he's also your father? This is sounding a little bit like Southern. It's too old, but maybe I'll make a new one. Oh, JK. You love the reflection thing? It's the cheap go-to. Like they're standing on a floor or something. Yeah, I think that's about it though. I don't know what else to do. So, yeah, it was fun coloring this old sketch I found. I'm glad I found something I wasn't really sure what I was going to do for this. I hope she becomes a permanent character. She looks beautiful. It looks great. Thanks everybody. Yeah, she's kind of fun. Maybe I'll do like a story with her, not have her fully developed. And she can have some kind of fun adventure. Maybe I'll give her like tights next time so she won't have to worry about her skirt being so short. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming by. I appreciate it. I had a fun stream. I don't know what to do for next week. Usually I do a painting. I've started thinking maybe I'll put like polls up and stuff, like give people options, see what they want. But so I might do that on my whatever that's called, like community tab. But anyways, I'll hopefully, I know I said this like 2 weeks ago, but I think my schedule is back to normal. So hopefully I'll be catching up on videos if I haven't already, and I look forward to seeing what you all do. I'll be putting out more videos. I might kind of restart my request list because it's like 6 months old at this point. I don't know if people still want that stuff, so anything you want to think about or whatever, I'll try to come up. I don't know, I'm rambling now. Anyways, thanks everyone for coming. I hope you're all having a really wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the my next video hopefully, or in my next live stream if I have problems. So take care everyone. Thanks so much. Love you all. Bye bye.